Dave Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it's going to turn out that today was my final day of waterproofing. Tomorrow was meant to be, but I just can't bring myself to go tomorrow. I don't have it in me. Today has to be my last day. I didn't even go down the stairs today. I wasn't even pretending, and I was getting angry at the boys for being so slow. I was like, I want to be out of here, boys. It was an RDO today, so we were the only cunts on site. First thing in the morning, the project manager was like, you guys get in and out as fast as you want, and I'll pay you a full day. So we were fucking frothing, but for some reason, these cunts dragged it out. There were 6 of us there. I wasn't part of it. I stayed up and I just watched them from above, pointing and yelling and telling them to hurry up and why you're doing it this way. And they're looking up at me going, I cannot wait till this cunt leaves. Like, I'm there yelling at them, getting angry. I'm not offering to help. I'm not going to help. But I was definitely trying to get them to fucking go. Anyway, at the end of the day, I was like, there's a 30% chance I'm coming in tomorrow. I'm not going to say goodbye. I'll see what happens tomorrow. So it was very anticlimactic. I just fucking left. I was like, see you tomorrow, boys. And that's it. And now I'm not turning up tomorrow. I already sent my boss a message just going, listen, there's too much shit to do at the house. Which is also true. There is so much shit I need to do tomorrow just to get this house in order. So I actually do need all of tomorrow free. There's a lot of shit to be done in the next 2 fucking days, that's for sure. But I'm done. I am no longer a fucking waterproofer. Can you believe it? The 18 months of goddamn fucking hell is over. No more fucking lugging around 120 kilo fucking rolls of membrane. No more inhaling toxic fumes. No more sitting around scrolling, doing nothing. No more early mornings. No more hour and a half drive on the way back after a big day's work. No more aches and pains in my wrists and my hands and my fingers and my knees and my hips. Back to the gym now, baby. I tell you though, as much as I've hated it, it has also been a very good job. I learned a lot at this job. I learned that I cannot do it anymore. That path is over. Construction path is over. Whether it be cranes, whether it be waterproofing, whether it be steel rigging, whether it be a Sparky apprenticeship, none of it. I can't do any of it now. The only time I'm going to put the steel boots back on now is to build my own fucking house. That's it. I'll build my own house from scratch, but I'm not fucking building anything for any cunt anymore, ever. Unless it's a friend. I'll give them a hand. I have to be firmly retired though. And I'll probably just be yelling directions from the top of the stairs like I was today. But if I hadn't taken this detour, I wouldn't have known this. I wouldn't have known that the path is dead for me now. I'm too old. The body's too fucking fragile to be out there throwing steel and membrane around. Fuck that. So now it's just pack the house up, go to India, spend 2 weeks recalibrating, do some gigs in India, and then hit the ground running in the USA. USA. Anyway, that's all, folks, for the waterproofing. And it's Monday. You know what that means? It's Boyle time. So if you have a question you would like answered by one of the greatest minds of the generation, comedian, philosopher, I need something new. I'm no longer a fucking construction worker. I'm not a crane operator. I'm not a dogman. I'm not a waterproofer anymore. I'm comedian philosopher. To be confirmed. I don't know what the third string to my bow is going to be at this stage. Let's just say comedian philosopher. Let's stay humble and just say comedian philosopher. So if you have a question, I've already done that part. Go to my website, boylecomedy.com. I need some Ask Boyles. We're running real low on Ask Boyles. Surely you cunts have problems. Ask me some questions about alcohol, about addiction. Ask me. I don't give a fuck what you ask me. That's the whole thing. I'm one of the greatest minds of the generation or any generation. So you can ask me anything. But do ask me. So go to my website, boylecomedy.com. You'll see a tab there for Ask Boyle. Do that. Also, Fucked Up Fridays. Get them in, baby. Get them in real quick. Anyway, let's get to this week's Ask Boyle. So this week's Ask Boyle was sent in by my man fucking Jason out there in the UK. And here's Jason's question. Hey Boyle, long-time listener. Congratulations on the move to the US. Are you nervous about moving there? It seems to be quite fucked up at the moment. Well, born identity. You have come to the right place. I mean, I'm not as nervous as every single other person in Australia we've told so far. Everyone in Australia is like, why are you moving there? The US is fucked. Why are you going to the US? It's insane there at the moment. And I'm like, it's insane here as well. Here's a different kind of fucked. Here is like a grind you into the ground, into a paste type of fucked. The US is explosive and dynamic. Obviously, there's a lot of gun violence as well, which, yeah, that's a concern. The gun violence is a concern. I don't know how much you see of it in the suburbs of Boston, Massachusetts. But yeah, as a whole, from the outside looking in, the gun scene does seem to be a bit of a problem. It's a concern. Not for my own safety, obviously. It's more, I think, about the kids. You just want to protect them, keep them as safe as possible. If it was me going over there by myself, I wouldn't give a fuck at all. But it's not. So, yeah, you do think about that. The school shootings, obviously, yeah. All these things do come into mind, but like, you can say that about any place. You can find the bad things about anywhere. And if you overanalyze things, you get paralyzed. Paralysis by analysis. I think that's what they say. You overanalyze something and you just don't make a move. I've always thought the better thing to do is make the move and just learn to adjust. Just adapt to the situation. Enjoy the adventure. And like, what's the worst thing that can possibly happen besides all the bad things? Besides all the horrific things that could happen, what's the worst thing that could happen? I just come back to Australia? Yeah, that's fine. I don't even want to do that. At least if we go there and it doesn't work out, come back to Australia and you're like, well, Australia's a great place. It didn't work out anywhere else, so here it is. I would rather live that life than the be scared of everything life, if you know what I mean. My main concern, the deal breaker for me, was the healthcare. Like, if the company my wife is joining weren't covering the healthcare, then we wouldn't have gone. There's no fucking way. There's no way I'm going to the US uninsured with 2 kids. Fuck that. But luckily enough, they cover the whole family. So we get the healthcare, which fucking pushed us over the line. So that was the deal breaker for me. But we get it, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, and I suppose the other thing, when we tell people that we're moving to the US, they're kind of like, oh, it looks like there's going to be a civil war there. And I'm like, well, it's heating up everywhere. It's fucking really heating up everywhere in the world. They're turning the temperature up. It's all the media just turning the volume up. Mass immigration, then the media amplifies certain things. You saw it leading into this fucking UK thing. Elon Musk just spent a fucking fortnight. Every other post was about rape gangs in the UK. And yes, they are fucking horrific. And yes, the spotlight needs to be shone on it if they're trying to bury it. But what Elon Musk was doing was not trying to shine a spotlight on the horrific crimes. What he was trying to do was stoke division. It was very obvious and it was unrelenting, and that sort of thing builds up the tension, and then it doesn't take much of a spark for shit to explode. So that really could happen anywhere in the world. But again, the US has guns, so it would be more violent in the US if it kicked off. Anyway, I have a contingency plan if it does kick off. I'm going to be a refugee to Canada. Please let me in, Canada. Anyway, besides all those terrifying things, am I nervous? Not really. The other thing I'm a little bit nervous about is the cost of living. If it's fucking out of control, then things are going to be quite tight. Hopefully it's doable. We'll see how it all fucking plays out when we get there. I'm excited more than anything now. When it was in the process, I was a little bit nervous, but once we got the working permits and it was all confirmed, I got excited. So now it's just mainly excitement. Obviously, a million different things could go wrong, but if you're worried about all the different things that could go wrong, you just would never do anything. So it's better just to fucking rock up, say, hey, I'm here. I'm Boyle and I'm ready to roll. And then you just adapt to whatever the fuck's going on there. Anyway, fucking thanks for the question. That'll do for tonight. And I'll see you the fuck later.